Okay, so I'm gonna start recording for this. I didn't record the drafting stuff, unfortunately, but it's fine. That's mostly only for you anyway to keep track of. Okay, so item builds. I've already talked about people's item builds last game. I don't play Kotal, so I'm not going to have about your item build because I don't really understand what's good, what's bad. The Mars build is very bad. This Bristle build is actually fine, I think. Yeah, I'm actually fine with that Bristle build. I think 2 branches is a bit. I guess they're gonna spam spells. No, I'm fine. I'm fine with the Bristle deck build. All right. So, see how this goes. So in terms of lane matchups, you've got Jug, Grimstroke top lane versus Bristle Kotal. That should be Bristle Kotal favored, I believe. You've got Defeat Me mid, Voice Spirit versus Necro mid, and then you've got who do you have? Viper versus Mars Lich. Thankfully, this is actually a really. This somehow ended up being a really good lane for you. I don't know why. They did weird shit. I don't know why they didn't put Grimstroke bot, to be fair, in Lich top lane. This is really bad. They actually could have won this lane.
I think so too.
Alright, so the first one I'm going to watch is the off lane, because that's where a lot of your tempo comes from. So,
this is for Barret. I think he doesn't get enough regen. He's like,
I'm fine.
I think he's almost all the time like half HP. He's actually contemplating on going like the what's it called, the heal aura item on the headdress on the Kotal.
Well,
then I thought, yeah, am I really gonna need it? I'm not sure.
I'm trying to watch. This should indicate me poor trading. So he's at full HP here. I like this. All right, Baroth, when you want to trade, preemptively start tangoing, because you would have fucked these guys, and you would have been like, you would have only lost like 100 HP if you'd been tangoing that entire time. So just if you're gonna go on someone, it's fine to just tango beforehand and then start hitting them. Because right now it's like your first tango usage is gonna be when you're half HP, which is not good enough. You need to be tangoing like right now. And now you tank 2 tower hits. So your first tango usage in lane should have been done like 10, 15 seconds earlier. Maybe 10 seconds, honestly. But like you could potentially lose the lane off not doing that early enough. So that's something very important to keep in mind. If you're gonna hit someone, tango. It just always be tangoing if you're gonna hit someone. Or if they're hitting you. Like, it's just too important not to. So you're pulling the 18. Okay, so this needs practice. If you're pulling this wave 18, you just go straight across, and then you stop like where you are right now, and then the creeps
so the troll hits you. Yeah, that was a mistake.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, mistakes happen. Like this is dire side, and dire side is just weird. So he's playing the lane. These guys are gonna hit level 2 before you, which is a bit scary. Ideally, you don't want these guys to hit level 2 before you unless you're right outside tower. But it's a bit awkward now. Because they actually have kill threat. This is speed mode. No, maybe not. Should be. Might save him. Does he have... Oh, no. That could have been... Baroth, you would have killed both those heroes, by the way, there, if you'd started tangoing as soon as I said you needed to tango. Also, you need to ferry yourself out some items. Rushing boots isn't viable in this lane, I believe. You need to send yourself a salve or something. Nice, great salve cancel, by the way.
I thought I would kill him, but he used the salve.
Yep, that's fine. So this guy's not going to do anything, really. Yeah, so this lane, that would have been 2 kills for free, but obviously they got level 2 before you. Baroth wasn't tangoing early enough. You weren't quite in position to hit the jug as well when he was spinning. It wasn't very coordinated in terms of aggression. So that's nice. Okay, alright, so top lane looks like it's going fine. I imagine once you hit level 3 that should be fine lane. Bot lane. Single pulls, splits the lane. Now, does he really want to split this lane? If I'm Ogre Magi in this lane, what do I want to do? So he's gonna... I mean, double waves are pretty strong into Mars. Got the deny. This guy's not pulling. And now you've got a double wave coming in. Okay, this is good. I want to see aggression in the safe lane now that your Viper's level 3. So just... I think Henry here you can be way more. I know Henry's not here right now, but when he watches through this, I think Henry you can be way more aggressive. By the way, I think Vashan you need to press your buttons. What? Have you not used a spell on this guy yet? All right, Vashan, if you see your Viper throwing right clicks at this guy, then you throw your spells at this guy as well, right? Because if he's being slowed from Ignite, and if he's being slowed from Poison Attack, this guy only has level 1 Frost Shield. You guys are gonna force him to have to spear someone back in order to get away. This guy, in my mind, is dead. If you guys are coordinating and using your spells. But again, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count the number of seconds you don't use a spell. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
There we go.
13, 14. Okay, so you get the kill. But that kill happens 14 seconds, maybe like 10 seconds later than it had to. And then
By that time, you could have got the next set of spells ready, and maybe kill this guy.
by that time,
Maybe he dies anyway.
This Lich is dead, right? This
Should be dead.
Mars
yeah.
and Lich should have died 100% there. But because it took an extra 10 seconds to kill Mars, Lich gets away. There should be no way that Mars Lich is allowed to play this lane. The only way that they should be allowed to play this lane is if Lich is cutting your waves and pulling them through up here to give to the Mars. This is an unwinnable lane for Mars, essentially. Unless he goes like boots first or something. And now, if this Lich is stupid enough to die. That affects couriers. Very cool. Because like, Henry has to use an extra 200 mana basically for a Lich kill, which is extremely unnecessary. Circuit experience, nice. I would ferry out more regen, but I think your courier died with your regen, so... Oh no, it didn't. You just ferried stats. Ferry regen! Regen's important. Vashan nailed the... That's actually pretty good. That was good. Now pull this. Pull the 15. You just stacked, Vashan. Just pull, bro. What?
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
No worries.
So, but continue, please.
Okay, Vashan. If you're gonna stack here, and the wave is still pushing out, right? The only time you would stack this camp and then not pull it would be if the enemy team had shoved this wave all the way into your tower already. But if you've stacked and the wave is still up here, then bro, you've done all the hard work. You've done everything you needed to do. You're setting this lane up for success. And now you just need to pull. And you deny a full wave of experience. This play was perfect. And all you have to do is the last step. The last follow-up step is to pull it into the creeps. And then now you have a half level advantage on the enemy lane. And then Henry's going to destroy. He's going to absolutely annihilate this lane. Like, all the hard stuff is being done. Most players wouldn't recognize fast enough that they need to pull this camp in time. And now we've like got this weird situation where like, you've pulled these creeps to the hard camp, sure. But Mars is going to get this experience. And Lich is going to get this experience. Which could be completely avoided if we pulled this camp. And you know what else you could have done? You could have farmed this camp. So suddenly, you've denied half a level of experience to both heroes. And you yourself have farmed to level 4. That is the ideal play in this lane. I mean, this kill is nice, but you could have killed Mars, and he would have lost most of this experience, right? He would only just be level 4 instead of being halfway to level 5. And that can be the difference between completely stomping or losing a lane. Also, never stack pull catapult waves. You can use catapult waves to double up and apply pressure by single pulling and then clearing the small camp, or you just don't pull them at all and then pull them into a hard camp and then go push. But like, typically, this is awkward, really. Pulling a hard camp with catapult, because the catapult just de-aggroes randomly and like goes. I don't know.
I'm back.
I don't know. Actually, maybe it's fine. I don't know. I don't think catapult pull. I don't think chain double pull. I mean, stack pulling a catapult wave is good. Did this guy just block your camp at 6 minutes? Is he what? What? Who the fuck blocks the camp at 6 minutes? Do that shit at 1 minute, bro. Nice. Like, you're stomping this lane anyway, but like there could be more stomping going on. Henry could be a level ahead, and Mars could be level, just barely level 4. Like that's the kind of stomp that I'm looking at here, for a Viper into Mars matchup. Oh my lord. Ah, here we go. Perfect example of all the inefficiencies in the lane. Henry could have killed Lich here, if cumulatively, after all of the aggression in lane, he hadn't had to use 4 right clicks. To 4 extra right clicks to kill someone, right? That's all it takes, and here is where it comes back to bite you. This guy had no TP. This guy's game is over if he dies to Henry here, because of all because of some poor aggression here and some lack of concise pulling to secure your advantage in lane. Meanwhile, top lane is, yeah, this lane should be pretty free. It's Cottle Bristle into Jug. It's fucking AIDS. So bad. So hard to play. I like the build. I think this build is much stronger than last game. I like the phase boots. Okay. So Baroth, we recognize phase boots are great on Bristleback. So it should be perfectly natural then to transition into phase boots on, oh my lord, there's so much damage. To transition into phase boots on Axe as well. I don't think you can kill Baroth. Vashan's top lane, I guess, yeah.
Turned even.
I think this Jug was dead.
So at this point, we recognized, okay, bottom lane is like free, so we ferried out Vashan to top.
I would say,
but maybe it was a mistake, because in the meantime, Defeat Me had already said like, oh, I'm having a hard time against this Necro. Maybe we should have tried to help him a bit more. But at the same time,
I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing you can do to stop this Necro with your heroes. Your best play is to ignore the Necro, or allow someone else to just soak XP mid while Defeat Me goes jungle. Because
this is what we said after the game. So because we're gonna get the top tower, and bottom tower is gonna fall. I think we should have put the Void Spirit in the bottom lane to recover, and put the Viper in the mid. Just so, yeah.
I mean,
it's like shoulda, woulda, coulda.
No, I think Viper should stay bot. Viper should stay bot and continue to completely destroy the Mars, and make sure that Mars has no game. And Viper should continue to free farm. The only time Viper would leave the lane is at 9 minutes 30 to 10 minutes 30. And Viper could potentially go top lane to take the safe lane tier 1 tower. Because this is it's weird. This is the real big issue with Viper carry when you don't have it pause 1 mid, right? If you want to pick Viper carry for Henry, it's like you're putting yourselves on a timer, and your team can play very fast, don't get me wrong, but if you're playing on a timer, your 10-minute timing is the most important thing in the game. Like your 10-minute timing and your 15-minute timing for the team like this. Because if I was Henry this game,
the catapults, right?
If I was Henry this game, I would go top lane. Actually, no, that you can send Defeat Me bottom at some point, but Defeat Me wants to be fighting. Defeat Me doesn't want to go bottom unless Necro goes top. Because Defeat Me just wants to kite the Necro right now, and constantly dodge the Necro for like the next 20 minutes till someone has a Vessel or something. But he needs Yules this game. So Henry should go top at 10. Okay, we'll get to 10 minutes first. We'll get to when Henry should go top. That's unfortunate. So they sent both supports mid.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
After
bottom tower has fallen.
After bounty runes, heads up play from them by the way to get that outpost. After bounty runes, Henry should see if he can secure a bounty rune, and then instantly go top lane. Then you have 3 heroes top lane. Maybe even defeat me TP's top as well. So then you have 4 or 5 heroes. You have 4 heroes top lane. You have Vashan playing mid, soaking XP. And that's the ideal play. With the Viper, the Bristle, the Costle, and the Void Spirit all top at the 10-minute timing. That is like your. That is probably your best move to make right now.
Yeah, that was actually we should have gotten the top outpost.
Yes.
It's a mistake not to get that. Yeah.
Yes, that too. So you instead,
weird.
okay, instead you make a move for mid, and I like how this happened naturally. Ever since Henry was strong enough bot lane that he just got a free kill, and you're like, all right, I guess mid tower is happening. So this is fine. This is great adaptation of like being given a good opportunity. So you glyph, great. Stay in the area, protect the car again, great. This is good. They've got double ulti care, please.
I think we die here.
Okay, this is
It's like the introduction of the Grimstroke HLT. Oh man, that's
this
awful.
happens because you don't respect the strat that you just lost to. And that's just a matter of like, that's on you by the way, TR7, to be like, look guys, just care.
That's it.
They're all up. Just don't get caught out. Don't overcommit. Just slow chip. We've got a full wave. There's no need to posture so aggressively. And that's on you as the captain. This is also Henry playing way too far up. Henry should not be here. Henry should be standing roughly where the catapult is, hitting the building. Like, this is very, very greedy.
It's
this simply isn't respecting their team
It's
fight.
around this point. I think I'm starting to get tilted, and I just kept calling for no. They used their ultis, so now let's just go again.
That's fine. That is fine though. Like that is a good call to make. I'm perfectly okay with that.
Then
call.
I'm trying to get everyone back up to the point to go again, and by the time they're ready to go again, they've got their ultimates back up, or anyway, really close to having it back up. And this is like, I think we take like 3 fights where we just get destroyed by the Grimstroke ulti.
Okay. This was poor target priority. I saw 1 hero go on Mars, and I saw 2 heroes go on Necro. Again, this is as a captain. This is on you to call. As soon as the fight starts, you're in charge of what your team does in these fights, and you need to communicate with them. So as soon as Defeat Me sends his taunt out for the Mars and doesn't get it, that's also I don't quite understand. Did you not have setup? Did you not have stun? I'm so confused. How did this happen? Okay, it doesn't matter how it happens, but the fact of the matter is it happened because it's up to you to call to your team who you're going on, why you're doing it. I love the call to take another fight. I think that's correct. I think it's 100% correct. You see Lich Frost Shield just used here, which I think is great because you can abuse the shit out of that. Oh, that was a misclick, right? But now you're calling to your team to back out as soon as this happens, or to just go on the Necro. Because there's no clarity in terms of how your team is starting these fights, it's messy. And it really only takes one sentence to your team, or one word, to make these fights a lot cleaner. Because it's like in pub games, it comes down to which team has someone that's just screaming out the hero that they need to go on for like 30 minutes can determine who wins. So doesn't matter. You still get tower. Unfortunately, Defeat Me dies, which sucks. Sucks to be him. But you've now applied pressure. You've taken all the tier 1s. You've got both side lanes up, and you've only lost mid tower. Oh no, you haven't even lost mid tower. So ultimately, you really didn't lose any objectives off it, because for some reason they didn't just hit this building when you had no glyph, and that was on them. So now, if I'm you guys, so let's go player perspective. Let's go. Viper's your main tempo setter, so we're gonna watch him.
Illusion.
What is? I see. Oh, so you're circling top lane. Great. So you've made 2 really good calls to take the fight. You protected your tower. Unfortunately, you didn't get a kill, but that was just because of miscommunication. And now you're making the call to go top. So this is good. I'm very happy with the 2 calls you've just made. There's just a little bit. There's just that 1 step extra really that we need to get in terms of clarifying why, how. As you know the what that you want to do, but you don't know the how. Is I think that we're seeing. This is cool. I like this. You send your 3 tankiest heroes into their jungle. This is really good. This is great, and you're taking the wave. This is really good to watch. Do we see the issue now of the not having BKB piercing disables into 3rd pick jug? It's fine. But again, you've secured the high ground. This is good. Bit deep. Okay, now we'll be back.
Oh, here comes the problem again. The ultimates are up. Yeah, we introspect it again.
Okay. Everything was fine here until you tried to until your team
you guys are still here?
We're at game 2 now.
Okay, so can you quick summary? How did I mess up, Gains?
How did you mess up? Oh, the mid fight, you tried to play aggressively into a team of insane team fight when you should have been. So see where these radiant creeps are?
No, but in the last game as the Naga, like, is there anything else? Is there anything else to be learned there?
As the Naga Siren, it's up to you to say what you're going to be doing in the team fights. You need to tell your team that you're not going to start the fights, and you need to tell. So your ideal fight composition last game was Axe and TA walk into a fight and just balls to the wall go into the fight and cause chaos. Bane and Rubik provide assistance from the backlines. You essentially do not enter the fight until you see Leshrac commit for someone. And then when you see Leshrac commit for someone, you have 2 options. You either choose to go on someone on the backlines, or by backlines I mean away from the Leshrac. You basically just don't go next to Leshrac. Or you song reset when they commit their BKBs. Those are your 2. That is what you should be doing every fight. But you tried to start too many fights as the Naga Siren. And I understand that because in most Naga Siren games, you do get strong enough.
That feels damn strong. Like,
exactly.
Super strong.
In most Naga Siren games, you do get strong enough to start fights. But against Leshrac, that is no longer an option. And again, we go back to that Arteezy replay where you literally don't start the fight at all. You're always the 3rd, 4th, 5th man into the fight.
Which just feels weird, right, as a position 1.
Yeah. But
But
you needed, and you guys also started too many fights without the Templar Assassin.
Templar Assassin this one?
Was buff as hell.
This one
game,
felt horrible because I destroyed the lane so damn hard. I'm sure you saw that. I destroyed them, and we couldn't do. Why couldn't we do anything off of this?
Because you tried to play aggressively in a very difficult part of the map. When you guys are taking mid, you lost a massive team fight here because you because you threw 2 right clicks at a hero. And because you threw 2 right clicks at a hero, your team
they comboed me.
Your team got baited into posturing aggressively. You had catapult, you had a full wave, and you had glyph, and you were clearing the wave. The only thing that should be happening in that case is hold up. Let's go. So
did I debate my team and then
you
1 wombo combo?
100% debated your team. Okay.
I think you can even just like us 3, everyone except Henry should be like in the river, I think, and Henry can just hit the tower.
Exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
I can hit it outside of tower range. I can hit the tower outside the tower range because that's Dragonlance. That's the whole point of my lineup. So
exactly. Henry, what I was saying is you should be positioned right next to this catapult. You should be literally standing next to the catapult, hitting the tower. You have no other job. You don't even need to hit this fucking range creep. That is not your job. Vashan needs to be standing behind you. TR7 needs to be standing behind you. Defeat me, standing behind you. Every single hero on your team.
Initiation.
Exactly.
So.
Well, I just felt strong.
Because they can kill you. What do you mean? Their team is entirely designed around incredible team fight and insane amounts of damage. You are strong, but not 1 versus 5, because no one on this team is going to save you. And if anything, 2 versus 5 means you die even more, because it means you've got double lich shit on you. You don't even have a magic wand, dude. Like, you're strong. You do an insane amount of damage, but they also do an insane amount of damage. And they have all their teamfight ultis up. And they have defensive spells on the Lich Frost Shield. So, and they have more sustain. So, you're strong.
I mean, look at this Necro. Necro has no items. I've got a whole Dragonlance out.
That doesn't mean anything. Why should that mean anything to a Necrophos?
That's true.
Like, if you hadn't died here, and then you naturally transitioned into top, and then you got a pipe on... Who's going... Is anyone going to go pipe this game?
It should be Bristle, right?
Bristle. I mean, Viper can get piped this game, though. There's nothing wrong with Viper getting piped this game as carry Viper.
On pause 1? Okay.
Yes, there's... If your Bristle's going to do enough damage, and your Bristle wants to... Like, it becomes finicky. It comes down to how your cores are doing. Obviously, if Bristle's stomping the game and he's gonna get like insanely fat and he wants to go for more damage items, Bristle's damage will scale faster than your damage will, and physical damage is a lot harder to deal with than magical damage early game because they just need BKBs. But one of you is gonna get a pipe at some point to deal with this damage. But right now, you're not strong enough to deal with their amount of magic damage.
Oh. Okay.
Look at it go.
It's like you just got clapped by like 6-7 lich ultis, and you're wondering why you're dying, right?
Yeah.
And that would have all been avoided if you asked your team, guys, just sit behind me, I'll take the tower, and then we back. And that comes down to understanding what makes you strong. Viper does a hell of a lot of damage.
This is something we need to realize as a team, and I should be calling it out as well. Don't win so far or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I also underestimated this. Like,
basically, it's the same thing here. I don't know if we see them coming.
It's the same thing here. It is the same thing here.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm. I'm pinging because I want a ward right there.
Now this is a high-level concept, but what I'm going to explain to you though. Securing high grounds and then backing appropriately, because this is something that I've been trying to work on with my 6.5k coach. So, essentially it boils down to, if you can take control of the high ground, you posture aggressively on the stairs, and you don't let them come up the high ground, you kill anyone that does. The exception to this is if they approach with 5 heroes, and you know their team fight's stronger than you.
Which this is happening, right?
And this is happening. Or if they approach with any combination of heroes that don't care if you're on the high ground, basically, and you're not in position. Because you guys as 2 or 3 heroes, you can sit on these stairs.
Can I also just say something here?
Sure.
We have like 2 wards bottom, but they're just not being used, right?
Yes, the warding is bad, but that can be improved. And I will make I can go through a warding guide. I can try and make a basic warding guide later. Or I could write it. No,
it kind of felt tough because it felt like we're
a warding guide in his replay.
Because they had like the vision advantage in general.
Doesn't matter. Regardless of if they had the vision advantage, you took a good fight and you took over this part of the map anyway. And it's daytime. There's no excuses for getting caught out here.
So we should just back because we should respect their team fight.
No, okay. You don't back until you're given a reason to back. So I'm gonna look at player perspective. But this is also down to poor positioning, right? Bang. Here.
Right now, we go back.
Barath shouldn't. First off, Barath's got himself in a rough position because he doesn't want to be here. Someone needs to be positioned on the stairs. If you want to play the enemy safe lane, you need to move to the extremities. And by the extremities, I mean here, or here, or here, or here. Someone needs to be positioned on those stairs giving vision, or you have a ward. That's if you want to play this deep in the enemy jungle, those are the must-dos. And
because we have neither, they're allowed to just walk up the stairs now.
Yes, but it's not the fact that they're allowed to walk up the stairs. It's the fact that they're allowed to walk up the stairs, and you aren't fast enough to react to them walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they come up,
right?
Yes, as soon as you see them, you can back safely. Their gap close isn't great. Their gap close is really, really bad. They don't have blink on Mars. Mars got destroyed. Jug isn't fast enough. Necro is slow as dicks. And this hero is their like only way of catching people. If you have vision. And now we're coming back to the point of, if you had seen these guys coming and Bristleback had just been sitting up here chilling, or maybe Vashan sitting up here chilling, or even you sitting up here chilling, then you can just back together and no one dies. And if it's one hero, great. You'll know if you're on these stairs, you'll be able to see to like here or like here, and you'll know if it's a single hero or if it's like 3 heroes, unless they're smoked behind him and they're outplaying the shit out of you. In which case, then props to them. But as it stands now,
right now, I should run away right now.
You should be should be running towards left. You should all be running left right now. Like 5 seconds ago. Like I want to see as soon as you see it on your screen, Henry. I want to see when you see.
So
I
see.
There. As soon as you see Necro, as soon as you see Lich, you need to run left and get the fuck away. Because Necro.
I underestimated my strength, right?
You overestimated your strength.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Because I'm thinking, I'm Viper. I stuck my lane. I got 5 kills. Yes. Why can't I just man up to them? Why not?
But you're not respecting the fact that your hero is kind of a glass cannon into 5 heroes of extremely high damage. So now you're throwing away your control. You didn't secure wards up there.
Can you look at if Vashan has got a ward in his inventory? Oh yeah, because I was even pinging like put the ward here, put the ward here, put the ward here.
You should have 1 ward up here And you should have one ward about here.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my mouse or no?
No.
Ping. No, we don't see your mouse.
All right,
Do the ping.
let me ping. There.
Yeah, I
So
can
one
see.
ward up there, one ward up here, or some combination of one
What
ward.
about so if you look at the top warding spot, like a bit to the north, right
what,
to
this
the
one?
right to the right. Okay, like this, and then a little bit down.
Yes, even just outside sentry range. But you want.
Outside the sentry range, in between like the stairs and the.
But remember what
and
we
the
just talked about? We want
warding spot.
vision of stairs. That's why this ward is so highly valued. It's something that I've watched a lot of high level players do. They want control of these stairs. So and they'll do that with a ward or with their own vision. And then they'll make decisions on whether to back or go off that.
Based on the stairs. Who's
Based
going up
on
the stairs?
Exactly.
Okay.
These are choke points. These are where people are going to kill themselves. This is like 6K shit. Playing stairs effectively is what 6K players do. So
Oh, really?
Don't feel too disheartened about that. Like I'm still struggling to play around that properly and to get my teams to play around that at Divine.
But is this what pros? What do pros do this? Like,
Pros do this. Yes, pros will play. Pro teams
yeah.
won't go upstairs if they think people have control of it without a ward and without a smoke. What pro teams will do to go upstairs is they'll be smoked. They'll walk up to the stairs. They'll plop a ward out right at the top of the stairs, and then they'll go up if the vision that
No
the
one's
ward
spotted.
gives is effective.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're gonna fucking back. They're gonna beeline, and pro teams will use smoke as well. And pro teams will also have another lane pushing in.
Okay.
That's what pro teams will do.
But that's weird because we just how can we do that? Because we just took the mid tower, our Barrett is top. No one was bot, so you don't TP bot to push in the wave
How
and
did
then
you regain
run
control?
top, right?
What the fuck?
So weird.
How did you guys regain control of this part of the map?
They
What?
just left, right? Well,
What?
they all left.
Why?
They didn't have any wards here. They left.
Did we? Wait, how much farther along are we? Because it's like a completely different game. But what happened?
Okay, so you guys die. I want to see how. So this is kind of weird. They go in, they kill you guys.
Now they go
What
bottom. They leave the area without
act-
putting any vision
They
there.
actually don't get any vision down here. This is terrible. This is awful warding, by the way.
Which one? For them?
My game is fucking killing itself because it's just pings
Wait,
everywhere.
they warded awfully, yeah?
Yeah, they didn't reset control of this part of the map, which is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
bad. You guys walking up here, by the way, is
Suicide, right? We should assume that they're waiting for us, right?
I mean, did they show bot? I don't think they showed.
They showed one bot. They showed one bot.
Yeah, I don't think-
But the rest of them are just running around scared or something.
If I see one hero bot and if I see one hero top,
Then you can kind of... Well, we were thinking that they don't have their ultis. We just run at them. They don't have their combo anymore.
that's great. But use a smoke because
Okay.
again, you're like it's an unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if like Mars gets a spear on like someone and Necro ultis them. Maybe it's your Viper or your Bristleback straight away. Imagine if your Bristleback's just taken out straight away, and then somehow the fight gets dragged on and maybe there's a misclick. Like, you're
Yeah.
adding elements of risk where you don't need them.
True.
Like, I think everything you're doing right now, with these three heroes, I think should be done under smoke. Because you've just been bullied out this area, and it's fair to assume that they will have regained control of this part of the map. If you're against better players. But right now, all
Yeah.
their wards are like bot lane. And I do like these wards bot, but there should be one ward top for the enemy team. Because otherwise it's just not very good.
Radiant's bottom tower
So,
is being
this should be
attacked.
done with a smoke. You can't kill the Juggernaut. Anyways. This guy is not going to die in a million years. You have zero methods of killing him until Void Spirit has an Orchid, or a Hex, or you get Basher on Bristleback. You can bully him out, but he's not really the target you want to go on. I mean, if you force him to spend TP, that's great. If you force him to spend TP here, you just go for tier 2 tower. This is great. Okay, this is good. I like this. Very nice. Perfect. I love the line. This is good. All you need now, you've got your wards up now. This is...
We're not playing around them, right?
No. This is great. Your wards see the stairs. Your stairs indicate how you play. Your stairs allow you to
wards.
play on the high ground. This is good. This ward is fantastic with how many trees are dead. This ward is amazing. Best ward I've seen Vasham place in the last 2 games. This is perfect. Barrett's cutting waves. This is perfect. This is absolutely
Yeah, but
perfect.
hold on. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Middle tower is
And now...
Here it
I'm-
goes again.
And now you
So
see... You have no excuse for not saying you don't see this Mars. This Mars showed on the ward.
I killed the observer ward though.
And now you're probably gonna die. Actually, no. Can Mars
No
kill you?
necro.
If Mars ults, he could potentially keep you there long enough to kill
I
you.
have 13 stick charges, 1.5k HP, and 3 points in corrosive skin, and no necro. And Jug just spin TP'd out. How do you kill me?
I mean, that's what I thought earlier, and you managed to die.
That's true, yeah. I mean, look.
Okay.
Yeah, this Fashan can't come closer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, this is how I die, actually. Yeah.
What kept happening over and over.
Okay.
So I'm
How
up
do
there,
they
yeah.
kill me? They throw 3 ultimates at you. Is how
Yeah.
they kill you.
That's true.
Like you haven't progressed in a single item in like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, this was unfortunate.
Feed me jumps
Yeah.
in.
And now it's like, okay, so we're gonna go back.
Okay.
We're gonna look at your vision. We're gonna see what you see, and we're gonna go. Okay, so you see the ward. Where I want to see when you see the Mars.
I wasn't focused on the Mars though, so like I
Alright.
saw him place a ward. I was like,
Mars
ward.
has just gone onto the minimap. He flickered for like
Was
a
he?
second. Yeah, Mars.
I didn't see it. So
Mars-
I don't see. So now, right now, but
Yeah.
I was focused on killing the ward. My
but
camera was on the ward, not on
yeah,
him.
Mars was just here. But this is also like you don't even want to get slowed down by these guys because yes, Necro's mid. But if either of these heroes catch you, maybe you kill them. But they're gonna slow you down long enough for Necro to arrive. And when Necro arrives, you're definitely dead. Mars is now wrapping you. So as
I
soon
don't
as-
know them. I didn't know.
Okay.
I was. If you see my camera perspective, I was tunnel visioned.
Yeah. Okay.
I started to juke
and
the
now,
Mars
and now
here
it's
as well.
a disaster. You guys have done all the prep work. You've done all. Okay. Yeah, Henry. This game.
I just baited, yeah.
Yeah, you've baited your team. And now Barrett's
baited.
gonna die, and now Defeat Me's gonna die. And it's like. And now Defeat
unfortunate.
Me feels pressure to help. And this is all because of not respecting your opposition's team fight.
I just baited pretty hard.
Yeah. It takes 3 ultimates to kill you, but somehow you've managed to run into the 3 heroes with the ultimates. Multiple
Because
times.
any less than that,
they kill you.
I turn around and kill all of them. Any less than the 3 ultimates,
I-
I'm allowed to right click them.
Yes, but you can't get any less than 3 ultimates because you don't have a hood. Or you don't have a bracer. Like,
Yeah. So. No, I
so you go BKB. Yeah, you need BKB desperately.
because I thought if I have BKB, how do they deal with me now?
I still
they
don't
don't.
think you need BKB. I think you could go like... Do you really need BKB as Viper?
Well, Barroth is going.
Is he going Pipe and Barrow?
Yeah, he is.
I don't think you need BKB. I think you...
But
honestly,
with BKB, none of the
Hurricane
spells do
Pike-
anything.
Honestly, Hurricane
Wait,
Pike would be better for you, in my opinion.
Really?
Because you can kite them. Like, if Hurricane Pike gives you the maneuverability you need to just dodge all their teamfight ultis. They
Oh,
can't-
maybe, yeah.
If they can't get on, they can't get on top of you anyway, unless Grimstroke gets a blink or Mars gets a blink. And until that point, and if you're fast enough, you can still force staff yourself out of Mars ulti before it comes up. So, all you need is to just not get caught by 3 ultis, and you're right, you will kill everyone in the game. They will all die. Like, Viper is typically one of those heroes you don't want to be building BKB against. BKB on, sorry.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
Vipers like to go Greaves, they like to go Pipes, they like to go, like... Because this
Basically
spell
anything
gives
that makes
you,
them cancer.
this
Anything
spell
that makes
gives
them
you
cancer.
25% magic resistance, and then you're gonna get a
Yeah.
Pipe. Like, if you buy a BKB, you're wasting, like, almost 4k gold. Not wasting, but, like... You're spending 4k... Okay, this is weird. But again, okay, your kill threats are here. So now you leave. And you don't force fights into your kill threats. Okay, so you see them on ward, you see them on
Okay,
ward.
so one guy TP's mid.
So
Okay,
you're
TP
split. This is weird now. Because you're running into... You're still running into the 3 heroes on the Viper that can actually kill you. Which I think is, again, adding elements of risk.
Okay.
Your team is split. You've got 2 heroes top lane. You've got an enemy outpost nearby. Yes, you have a ward, but if this goes badly for you, you lose another tier 1, and then you maybe lose 2 tier 1s if this goes badly for you. And there's no objectives to be secured from this. What is your next objective as a team?
Wait, question. If we have to dodge their team fight all the time, then how can we even claim that we have an advantage over them?
By pushing dead lanes. Forcefully pushing dead lanes is how you force them to respawn around the map for you.
Yeah, because I was thinking, how do you capitalize on this huge laning space advantage if they're just gonna keep showing up with 5 and just blowing up everyone?
Because
right?
by not letting them show up as 5. We had the situation in the last game where you guys didn't you guys weren't pushing your side lanes as much as you could have been. Like if they show up as 5, if they TP 5 heroes to one lane for one hero, and you
Just
TP
back.
to the other side of the map, and then you go bot, they're gonna have to walk and then if you go then as 5 to the other side of the map, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have to walk as 5 heroes to come.
Is this the
contest you.
reason that we're losing these fights?
Yes, you're losing. Your draft and your comfort heroes aren't built around superior team fight.
Okay, it's built around pressure in the map, right?
It's built around map pressure, lane domination, and when you have Naga Siren, rapid farm potential and outscale potential.
Getting pickups as well.
Exactly. So you're essentially not. You see, have a shut on.
Oh, double sentry, that's nice.
Double sentry.
I mean, he's dead. So
The kill secured. That's a 3 kill streak, by the way.
like I see you here right now, but you're a like. How do I explain this? Viper.
Actually,
I know. Okay.
go ahead.
Viper and Juggernaut as carries. What do they have in common when they're played from the pos 1 from the carry position? Not pos 1. That's a lie.
Both do a lot of damage.
What else do Viper and Juggernaut like to do?
Shove waves.
Okay. What type of lanes do you want to shove?
Dead lanes.
No.
But
Viper.
I can toss up my nether toxin, like.
No, but okay.
Jug and spin TP.
Exactly.
Like-
Right, and you're tanky as fuck on Viper. You want to be pressuring lanes where there's going to be the most conflict and like pressure that you can possibly apply. Like you
So
want to
basically,
be playing top lane unless they bring all the heroes they need to kill you, and only
In which
then
case I
do you
TP
back
bottom.
off. Yes,
Yeah.
it's similar to Naga Siren in that regard, but Naga Siren will look to play bottom here until they all TP towards her. Do you see? Do you see what I mean?
Like the
And they
reverse.
literally they need 3 heroes to kill me, right? And once I see them on the wards doing that, I TP bottom, and then I force the 3 heroes to come bottom.
yeah, and then you're just playing into offlane. So the difference between the two heroes is that Viper wants to pressure your team's next objective, when he's pushing lanes. He wants to be
the next
forced-
objective, that's the
top tier 2, yes.
tower, right?
So Viper wants, and this is how Viper operates as a hero. He wants to be applying pressure to the parts of the map where you yourselves as a team want to apply pressure. Different for Naga Siren. Naga Siren wants to play on the other side of the map.
Opposite.
Exactly. Naga Siren doesn't want to be moving into areas of high pressure. Naga Siren wants to be moving into areas
Low
of low pressure, then make those areas high pressure,
High pressure, and then
she's
go to
gonna
the other
dodge.
side.
Exactly.
Dodge, yeah.
So-
While still getting high amounts of farm, basically.
Exactly,
And,
and
making, yeah.
like that's what Juggernaut should be doing this game. Is this Juggernaut should be playing bot predominantly. Juggernaut playing top shows he's a bad Juggernaut player.
He is.
But to be fair, bot lane is already shoved out in terms of their favor, so he probably doesn't have to. But if I was this Juggernaut, I would be playing bot lane like 90% of the game until we take bot tier 1. And then I would think about what my next objective is. But you're playing like a traditional pos 1 would. And so you're losing a lot of the strength of Viper as a hero. Like I literally wanted
the
to see
reason
you
why
top
I'm-
until they show
So the
heroes
reason
on these
because we
boards.
just got destroyed. We got wiped twice with that combo, so I'm just feeling scared now.
At this point,
that
I think we're really scared.
Yes, but we're talking about improving yourselves as a team so that you're not scared,
Yeah.
right?
So should I be scared at the moment? Should I be scared?
You're scared if they bring 3 heroes with all their ultis to kill you. Yes. So you just don't put yourself in a position where they have 3 heroes with all their ultis to kill you.
And so I'm justified to go top.
Yes. You go top
So-
until because you still have a ward here. Keep in
Oh,
mind.
so we can see
Yeah.
if they're.
Yes, you still
what
have
if
this ward.
what if they
Vashan
smoke
placed
us,
an
right?
Okay, if they place a smoke, then yes. Then they've pressured you, and then you need to start being scared of smokes. But they haven't even made a smoke move yet on the enemy team.
So
And
I know if
maybe-
they're rotating 3 guys with their ultis to kill
if
me.
you see, and you can like this ward, if they do smoke, they're probably gonna smoke near this ward. Like they're gonna smoke underneath the sentry that they
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Like this ward, if they're smoking to top lane,
fantastic
this
ward, right?
ward, this is such a high level ward. This is a really good ward. It gives you so much information. It's not gonna get
double stairs,
and it has
basically,
a
yeah.
sentry and it sees the stairs. It is so good. I can't stress enough how good this ward is and how much information it'll give to you.
Because I can tell if they're coming to hunt me down.
Exactly. And then you can play. You can shove the lane in. You go jungle camps. You go jungle camps.
I understand.
You shove the lane,
It's
go
only
jungle, go
risky.
jungle.
It's only risky to play into your kill threats if they're gonna have to jump on you. But
Exactly. If you
but
have
if you
a
can,
ward,
but
then
if I
you
can
just
cut
keep
them,
going.
like I can literally play with them, right? Like I can literally back out at the last possible moment, and then they're wasting even more time, basically.
Exactly.
Because I have full information of what they can do.
Yes, exactly.
technically.
Perfect. We're seeing the strength of the Viper pos one.
So if they're running at me, I wait until they're like 1,500 units, and then I start running, and then they're wasting their time.
I mean, I would say you keep farming the wave until you either predict naturally because of the game sense that they're making a smoke move onto you, or until you see them approaching on the ward.
Yeah.
As
and
soon
then I
as
leave
you
it at
see
the
them,
last possible moment to waste the
you
most
just
amount of
nether
time.
toxin the wave and you're done. You don't even fucking bother with getting the CS.
Yeah.
Did you guys must have seen that smoke move, right?
Should have seen that.
Or it's nighttime, so it might have been on the edge of your range. But you see how I knew that they would smoke in this area?
Yeah. That's very impressive, Cole.
Oh. Yeah.
Do we see them?
Yeah, you would have seen this.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. You're gonna.
Yeah, we
someone
saw the
needs to
jug,
see
so-
that jug vanish off the map, and
Yeah.
the immediate call should be to back up to your high ground top. That should be your
Probably
immediate
didn't see it
call.
because
Or back up to your vision. You
Pressure
just
bottom.
need to back up to a high ground. Everyone needs to get the fuck to a high ground immediately, and then you need to start clumping. Because now
oh, maybe we did see it.
I see green
Oh,
ping.
no, I
that's
don't
that's
think we
ledge.
did.
That's ledge. All right, this is poor map
Okay.
awareness. This is not using a good ward. You guys complained about your wards and Vashan's warding, but this is a perfect example of Vashan's warding being perfect, absolutely perfect, and you guys not playing around it properly.
To be honest, I told him to put the ward there, but yeah, whatever.
I-
Doesn't
I-
matter
I
if
mean-
I did or he did.
I
Whatever.
mean, but you still haven't used the ward properly.
yeah,
you got it.
Someone should have saw it.
Exactly. And now this fight is weird.
Okay, Omni wasted, Scythe wasted, Mars ulti wasted. So then I say, guys, how do they kill me now? No Omni, no Scythe, no Mars ulti. How do they kill me? Why don't we just run at them? That's what I said. This is a great fight.
Defeat me's coming.
This is a great fight. This is a great fight.
Okay,
This is
cool. So you take the
fantastic.
lich. Cool. Now focus down someone else. Focus down like a support. Okay, you're gonna focus down this guy. Fine. Kill this guy.
Kill him quick. Kill him quick. Yeah.
He's tanky. He's a bit tough. Oh, okay. Okay. Sweet. Now
That was-
just
yeah.
taking that fight. Where are you going to go next?
Well, we have 5 heroes in this area, so we naturally take over the
I
triangle.
was gonna
right?
say bottom tower.
Perfect.
On tier 2.
Brilliant. You're gonna move as 5. Defeat
Go
me's
triangle.
regenning. Baroth
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to heal. Unfortunately, no one. Does anyone have a salve? No one has a salve. Unfortunately, Baroth needs to heal. And I would probably just walk. I would just walk to base as Baroth in this instance.
But
and then
they're
walk back
scared of
out.
us now. There's no way they would.
They still
Fine,
have no
so-
ultis. 40
No
seconds,
ultis,
100
no
seconds,
heroes.
75
We should
seconds.
run at them.
You should all be bot lane, and you should literally walk. You guys walked into this part of the map when it was dangerous, and now it's no longer dangerous to walk into their high ground.
And then we're not walking.
Let's see. We'll see if
Are
you
you
move
walking?
in.
Let's
This
see.
is bad.
I think we
This
are
is bad.
walking.
You should be setting the initiative, by the way. Oh, was that a smoke? That was a smoke. I love it. Great. Perfect. You guys are using smokes properly. This is so good. Now someone needs to sit on this high ground and just take control of this high ground. I don't care if
Ward.
Vashan.
Yeah, we
Five
do
heroes.
take this.
I don't
take the
care.
stack,
Cliff
right?
ward.
You take the stack. It doesn't even matter if you smoke on the ward. It's just about setting control of the high ground. He gets a ward down. Great. Perfect. This is so good.
Stairs ward.
This is good. Exactly.
And
See
we take their
stairs, see
stack.
stairs.
How we
Touch
take their
stairs.
stack.
You pressure wave, and you pressure wave until you feel threatened
Oh,
again.
I remember. Now we backed out soon. Was that a mistake? To back out.
They have
Let's see.
Grimstroke, Lich, ulti. Okay, your kill threat spells on the enemy team are up again. Mars, Grimstroke, Lich. Thus, if your Viper no longer feels safe, and if your ward spots heroes coming at you, you're leaving.
Now
Does
we can
Mars have
back
Blink? Mars does not have Blink yet. I think he has Blink on Courier.
Does it? Probably does.
No, Vambrace. Alright.
No?
This
Vambrace.
Mars is having a mare of a game.
Yeah, that's because I destroyed him.
Yeah,
Got him.
he was
I raped
crushed.
him.
Okay, so they come back in full force, so you're leaving, and now you're shifting to top again. That's perfectly fine, and now you dodge. So now, as the Viper, I want to see you go top immediately. Looks like you're walking towards top as right now. Because this game, because you've had such a good game as the Viper, I know I'm focusing a lot on you, but it's because Defeat Me's game is pretty tough right now. He doesn't want to be starting fights, and he doesn't want to set the map movements that hard. He's always going to be the second, third person into a fight, similar to how the Naga Siren played last game. Likewise, Baroth's main objective is just to shove out mid lane, probably, is his only real thing he's going to be doing. It's either Baroth or Defeat Me are playing mid, and you as the Viper are going to be applying pressure to side lanes. And you're every time
that I have the right ward to do so.
Yes, or you just do it. If you have BKB, like like your only hero you're scared of is Necro. So you just need to like keep a
No,
rough idea.
or the Grim can, because the Grim can stop TP right with leash.
No,
I
you
assume.
can't. No, not unless
Oh,
you're
really?
leashed to someone. You have to be leashed to someone for.
Oh, and if I just
Wait,
solo play there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the only
Can I
thing you're scared of
interject,
now.
1 second?
Huh?
So,
What?
can you pause for a second?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I can already see one of the problems with why we can't just why we didn't win the game basically. Look at Fashan's skill build. So he
Fire
just got
Blast.
the first level in Bloodlust.
Okay, yeah.
He refuses to get Bloodlust because I don't know why.
This
But
is very bad. If I'm Ogre Magi this game, I'm going.
Wait, why is this bad? Is the Bloodlust that valuable on
you
me?
need the Bloodlust. Remember
Bloodlust
our
is
last game, the
insanely
game we played
strong on
today.
Viper. Bloodlust is how you apply damage. The faster you apply poison attack, the faster you reduce their magic resistance.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
faster you
huge.
stack the movement
Slow them.
slows, the more stacks of damage you're applied. Like your
That's huge,
damage output ramps up heavily. Basically,
Yeah.
Vashan. Well, this is for Vashan because obviously this is recording and I'm gonna get all this out. So if you're playing Ogre Magi, these spells are predominantly most useful in laning stage. As the laning stage breaks down, you're looking to start maxing out this Bloodlust spell, provided you have a team that utilizes right
Wait,
clicks.
check. How much bonus attack speed is it? I want to see.
It's like
It's a lot.
60, so it's like 3
Is that a
gloves of
big deal?
haste. It's like
Oh.
3 gloves. Is that right?
Yeah, something
It
like
is.
that.
It's 3
Yeah, it
gloves
is.
of haste.
It's a
So
lot.
this is a 15. This max level is a 1500 net worth increase to anyone that you've bloodlusted.
And a movement speed. And 13% movement speed, right?
And the movement. So it's probably closer to like a 2000 net worth buff. Yeah. It's like, okay, no, 2000.
To like
net
3
worth.
people.
Okay.
To 2 or 3 people. Yeah.
1.8k net worth buff to anyone
Mm-hmm.
that you put the spell on that utilizes right clicks. Not to mention on
Ah.
Viper, it's ultra value because it ramps his damage up.
I have 5 stacks
stupidly.
very quick.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you just you melt. Like people, if they don't have BKBs, if they don't have pipes, he's got hood and
melt.
main job, but like they don't have a pipe on anyone. Like they will melt.
Melt quickly.
This
If you want to see
Yeah.
what happens, look at the next game we played against the same guys. Viper, Ogre, Magi against us, and look what we did.
did they just destroy you with like?
Yeah, and we didn't know where is this damage coming from, but
It's
it
the
was
Viper. It's the Viper.
It's the
It's the
Viper.
Viper not getting.
Well, you know what's
bursted and the
ridiculous?
Viper
You know what's
staying alive.
ridiculous? We had a 15k net worth advantage and lost.
Did you actually?
Yep.
No,
this
the-
one.
Oh, okay.
You know
Last
what's
next.
ridiculous is that the Viper was given to them by Gabe, and they didn't know what to pick, and
And
it
they
was
got
random.
branded.
One
That's
at a time.
fucking
And
hilarious.
it was their last pick, and it was a decent pick.
That's so funny,
God.
actually.
But no, but ourselves is all to blame. If we have a
Yes.
15k network advantage, we don't care what heroes
I
they
mean,
have.
it
It's-
doesn't.
We're
I
15k
mean, you
ahead.
guys could have stomped this game anyway. Like
This game as well.
This game could have been completely out the park. But I mean,
5 to 10 minutes.
this
yeah.
is the issue with playing safe lane Viper. It puts you on a timer, and timers are very difficult. The lower the skill of your team, the harder it is to execute a timing draft.
the timers. Okay.
On
Such
average.
as lichens, stuff like.
Lycans, Vipers, Necros,
Gyros, maybe.
Gyros. Yeah, all of those heroes. It's very hard to execute timing drafts because
Bristlebacks.
I love
Safe
their
lane bristle.
smoke move. Do you guys see how you're getting outclassed, by the way, as well, in these fights? Even if, yes, their vision is, like, good, their vision game's been better, and their, like, smoke moves been better, and they just had, like, superior team fight. But they're always smoking. The Jug was just bought. I was watching him earlier, shoving out this wave. They saw TR7 showing. They know TR7's bought. And now they're moving in to take a 4 versus 5. And they're really outclassing you in terms of map movements and warding. Quite
Smoking.
a lot. They've used 5... For every smoke that I've seen you use, they use like 2 or 3.
Okay.
To put that in perspective. And the team that uses more smokes usually
They don't
wins.
catch anyone though. That's the funny thing.
No, because they should be anticipating that you're playing top anyway. This is poor map
Stupid.
This is poor map understanding by them.
So
Barrow-
they're classing us in the smokes, but they don't understand the map. so
Baroff
it
is
doesn't
here
work for them.
solo, but why are you guys all in your jungle? Again, you shouldn't be here, Henry. You should be up here applying
Wait, but
pressure
Bart's already shoving the wave, so why should I be with him?
because you apply pressure to towers. Like,
But he applies pressure to the tower. Like, look, he's doing it right now. So why do I have to be there as well? It's two heroes to apply the same pressure, and then when they rotate 5, it's more likely they catch.
okay,
people.
well, what pressure are you applying to the map right now? You're farming.
I'm
jungle
farming.
camps.
Yeah, but if I'm applying pressure, I don't get my net worth. I don't get my items.
Like,
And if Bart's already applying the pressure, right? Oh no, but defeat me is also farming. Okay, you know what? That's stupid. Yeah,
It's-
no, I should be
it's
there.
like-
No. I can even farm their jungle camps. That's actually stupid. Yeah, no.
The best place for you to farm as Viper is their jungle. In
Yeah,
terms
exactly. Especially as Viper.
Yeah,
Where
you
I
don't-
can kind of.
if you're
yeah.
not applying pressure on the map in any way, even just hitting this tower like 10 times, that's pressure. That's more pressure. Because then they're
It's
going to TP
pressure,
like a
it's
ton of
pressure.
heroes here. And
Like
they still
three
don't have
heroes,
catch
yeah.
for you. Like,
And then I TP bottom and do the same thing. Like,
that's the issue with Viper safe lane though. Like, you're so under pressure, too
Yeah.
pressure, that
Too-
if you're
for
not
too
doing
pressure.
that, your hero's
Yeah.
worthless.
Oh look, we scattered a smoke plague.
Great. So you dodged. You know they smoked. You
We
see
dodged,
them all
we know
mid.
the smoke.
I
We
like the
said
line.
get
The
the
line's drawn. The pressure is being applied.
Get the hell
now,
back, yeah.
Juggernaut TP. You okay? You guys saw this Juggernaut TP.
Smoke
You guys
right now.
know
and run at them?
You guys
Or-
know Jug is top. I would honestly.
Just fight mid.
Yeah.
we fight them?
Yeah. There's no Jug. You
TP?
can fight them. Yeah.
Can we?
Be
But
with
they
them.
have their huge team fight shit. Oh, but I have BKB.
No,
yeah, I have
you've got BKB. Like that's why
I have
we built
BKB.
this item, right? So you don't
that we can
die.
just run at them
You
now.
have Nethershell BKB corrosive skin, dude. I cannot fathom how you could die right now.
And
You
once,
guys,
yeah.
if as soon as you guys see Jug TP here, I expect you to run as 5 heroes into this part of the map. No
Take over.
Juggernaut. Fuck them. Kill them. You're a Viper with BKB. Fuck these guys. TR7's done all the hard work of shoving out this lane. He even okay, I'm gonna see if anyone pings bot lane as soon as Jug's TP. Alright. Is anyone pinging? Bounty runes. Okay, TR7's pinging for bounty runes. Go bot, go bot, go bot, go bot, go bot. Ah! Barath TP, top lane. No, this is on Barath, by the way. Barath needs to call that Jug's TP top, and then instantly move to bot lane and link up with you as 5. And then you link up as 5, and you take a 4v fight,
We
and you
have
kill
pipe,
them
we have-
because they
we
have
have
no
with pipe, we have-
physical damage, and you have pipe, BKB, Nethershell.
Nethershell, Viper, Corrosive.
You're
skin.
actually unkillable. All of you are
And
unkillable.
bottom.
As bad as this game has gone, this game is now free. As soon as that Juggernaut commits TP, and now we go back to the point of
Because
look
there's
what-
nothing that kills me, right?
Look
nothing
what
kills me.
applying pressure does.
I don't die this game. Right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're unkillable
without
right now.
being there to omni me, like I don't die.
But again, we're playing like a traditional pos one. We're not playing a Viper. We're playing Naga Siren. We're playing Anti-Mage. We're playing PL.
This is my inexperience with different position ones.
Yeah.
I just need to learn.
Well, this is the strength of Viper, so now you know at least.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll stomp lane, but you need to transition that stomping lane into
Just stomp towers, yeah.
Yeah.
Stomp with the map, basically, yeah.
like I'm like crying to myself inside because as the Viper, you set the tempo for this game.
I destroyed them, right? I destroyed them, bot.
Yeah,
They
you
did
did.
nothing.
And now you're taking a fight into 5 heroes instead of 4 heroes. And I don't think there's going to be much more for me to cover this game because these are concepts that like you guys can play around in terms of
Yeah.
map control, when you're strong, when you're not strong. Like appropriate itemization, am I unkillable, what's killing me? Obviously as a carry, your number one thing you should think of every game is what's going to kill me? How do I make myself unkillable? What do I need to do this game to do that? Because this is, and I think this game is just over now. If that was the best possible outcome you could have hoped for at this stage of the game, and if you haven't capitalized at this point of the game is over. You have like a I don't know,
Healing ward needs to die.
healing ward.
He was microing the healing ward.
No one can get there without dying.
I should have hit the healing ward. Why am I not healing the healing ward? I'm so stupid.
It gets protected by the Marvel.
Yeah, look, I tried to kill the high ground ward. The arena protected it. So
Alright, I don't think there's too much more to go through this game, no matter how long it goes on for. The concepts that we talked about this game are
the same kind of.
well, it's slightly different this game because you're a pressure lineup and you play around it differently than a Naga Siren lineup. So I'd say conceptually, the same conceptual things you guys have to be doing is applying pressure to the side lanes because that sets your platform.
I need to have my I need to have a clear plan of what I need to do with the game.
Yep. So
'Cause,
there's-
like,
and then,
once,
yeah.
once I stomp the lane, as soon as I stomp the lane by like 8 minutes and take their tower, I have liberty to do anything I want. But I
Yes,
need to
so
use that
long
in the
as
best
you-
possible way.
So long as you consider your
I
kill
don't run
threats
to
at
3
the start
heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Consider your kill threats. Consider your style of aggression.
And
your
use
style
that to
of
create
range
space,
jump.
right? So what
Exactly.
if they bring 3 heroes? I run away and then they
Perfect. You
use
go to
3
the other
heroes.
side of the map and you go take
Yeah,
them
yeah.
buildings. Fuck them.
And then if they run at me, sure, they wasted 3 heroes.
like
Fine.
they're a team fight strategy. If they're not team fighting, they're losing the game. And their team
Yeah.
fight is only applicable as long as you don't have your items you need to fight through it.
Yeah,
And you literally need one item, which is that BKB.
So,
and you
so we
become
just
unkillable.
so basically, I should be just keep aggressively pressuring with the cliff
Yep.
wards until I have the BKB,
Until
and then
given a
then
reason
I'm a
to
far ahead,
otherwise.
right?
You keep
and then I'm far
pressuring
ahead.
until they bring kill threats to you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you say, alright, I'm in this lane, fucking come at me, bro. Fucking bring all of your team, great. Fuck you guys, I'm leaving, have fun, ciao. Like, that should be your mentality as a
And
Viper.
I keep doing
in their
that the
face.
whole time until I have
Exactly.
a BKB, and then the idea is that since they have wasted so much time running at me, now I just turn on them and just
'Cause
wreck them. Right?
Now, imagine if that was you top lane earlier, and when this Juggernaut TP'd, right?
Yeah.
Alright, bro, you're dead. Like,
Yeah.
or imagine if you and Baroth were top when this Juggernaut TP'd and he went for that wave. He's dead. 100%.
Yeah.
This guy does not fucking live. He only slashes. Who gives a shit? You turn around and you murder his ass. He doesn't have TP. Spin does
Yeah.
nothing. Like, that's what I mean about playing in their face and forcing these rotations.
Yeah. But also playing smart in their face, right? Like
Yes.
don't play in their face when they're running heroes to kill you.
Yeah,
Then you play the opposite side of their face.
Because this is a
If I'm-
very, very difficult game for. Also, I don't think you give. Oh, you got Aegis and you gave it to Void Spirit. That's bad. Viper needs Aegis. That's where Void Spirit doesn't do enough damage at this stage of the game to justify Aegis. He just doesn't. I think it needs to go on the Viper. Void Spirit just needs to play the backlines and fuck with these two heroes, the Lich and the Grimstroke. That's his value this game. His value isn't being in the middle of fights trying to out DPS these guys.
Just make sure that these guys don't have their combo off, and meanwhile,
Exactly.
I can deal their cores.
Exactly. Make sure Lich is just dead at the start of the fight. Bang.
But the problem is
Perfect. Void Spirit
eventually-
job done.
Eventually, like they had so much damage sustain that I couldn't even output enough damage because they had Greaves on the Necro,
Yeah,
they have Necro
someone
healer,
needed a vessel
and they
this
have
game.
Pipe.
Someone desperately
I
needed
want-
a vessel this game.
Sorry?
I think in terms of vessel carriers, who would I opt for vessel this game?
Oh, Vessel, of course.
I think
Maybe
I think,
me.
I think no. I think Kotal has to go vessel this game. I think you need to go vessel on Kotal this game.
It's so important, right? Because they've healing ward, they've so much sustain.
It's how you take these fights. When your BKBs are down. Essentially, it's how you kill
Okay.
shit. Obviously,
Otherwise, they just don't die. Otherwise, they don't die. They
Yeah.
have so much sustain.
so for the supports, Bloodlust need to prioritize Bloodlust when your team abuses right clicks. Viper abuses right clicks. Get Bloodlust after laning stage. If you get points in your other spells, you do nothing. If you try and walk into a fight with stun or W against this team as Ogre Magi, you feed and you grief your team. For Kotal, Vessel, really really good item. If you can get it, you still have cast range talents on Kotal.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, then pop that shit.
And for me, I need to know
Thi-
where how I should play the map.
This is a-
right.
In fairness to you, Henry, this is a different style of carry than what you've been
I'm used to.
practicing. Exactly. So there
For
are
the last
two
months,
distinct.
yeah.
Exactly. So it doesn't take much to change, but you just have to go into games knowing what you're going to do.
So I have to play more like a traditional offlaner style, right?
Yes, you imagine you're playing carry from the off. That's what Juggernauts do. That's what Gyros do. That's what I can't really think of another. Ursas do. You play in their face, right? That's
Yes.
that's what makes your heroes good. If you're playing
And
Naga,
especially
fine,
Viper.
go jungle.
Especially Viper, I can play in their face. Yeah.
I think for Bristle, I love Bristleback's item build way more this game. I think it's way pretty good. I like the bracer, I like the phase boots, I like the pipe. I think this is all much better in terms of across the board. I think you guys played a lot better, but it's just about
The reason we got so frustrated is we felt we were outclassing them mechanically so damn hard at the laning phase. They are not good. We're just destroying them,
Yeah,
and then
you stop
we
their
have so
asses
much
in
ahead,
lane.
and then we just throw. Like looks like every time.
positioning seems to be your biggest issues as a team, but positioning comes down to good positioning requires recognizing kill threats. So that means defeat me. I don't care if you have to. I don't care if all three cores have to write down what kills them at the start of the game on a piece of paper. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you have to sing a song about it in the drafting stage. But you guys all need to consider what kills you at the start of a game, and how they kill you, because that dictates what lanes you can play.
And you play around that, right? And play away from that, basically.
Yes, and obviously that changes as the game progresses and people get items. Maybe someone gets a hex. Okay, suddenly things have changed. Maybe someone gets a blink. Okay, suddenly things have changed.
Okay.
But start the game with a good idea of.
I mean, this game was annoying, but the next game was even more frustrating.
Okay.
The like because we were destroying them, 15k network, and then like we keep feeding them the high ground.
I assume it's
Oh.
just the same